Tonight, we're continuing to follow major updates with the cross-county crime spree. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says the community is safer now that a second arrest has been made in connection to Thursday's cross-county crime spree, resulting in a Columbus police officer being shot. 10 TV's Carly Dion was at that press conference earlier today. She joins us live in the studio. Carly, you have the latest updates on this investigation.
Yeah, Ashley, law enforcement officials at the local, state, and federal levels say they have been working tirelessly since Thursday to catch these criminals responsible for injuring one of their own.
A cross-county crime spree ending with an arrest across state lines.
I'm extremely proud of the deputy marshals.
After nearly 48 hours of searching for a third suspect involved in Thursday's robbery turned shootout, 20-year-old Aiden Jama of Reynoldsburg was arrested by U.S. Marshals this afternoon at Chicago O'Hare International Airport as he was attempting to leave the country with a ticket booked for Istanbul, Turkey.
Very, very proud of the information sharing which occurred between our law enforcement entities. I'm proud of the coordination that occurred.
The first suspect was killed following the police pursuit that ended in a shootout on Interstate 70 Thursday afternoon. The second suspect, 23-year-old Faisal Darad, was arrested at his home in Columbus early Friday morning. Officers also recovered 2 firearms from the scene. A Glock handgun with an extended magazine and a semi-automatic handgun.
These individuals will be held accountable for their actions.
The suspects now face federal charges, including aiding and abetting a bank robbery with a max sentence of up to 20 years in prison and aiding and abetting the use of a firearm during a crime of violence with a penalty of up to life in prison.
We will seek for these individuals not to have bond, to keep our community safe.
Law enforcement officials saying this arrest was thanks to the continuous partnerships and collaboration across multiple law enforcement agencies.
I shared this news with the officers involved in this incident earlier today, and they were extremely thankful.
And while the community can now breathe a sigh of relief, officials say there's still more work to be done.
This is the beginning.
The investigation is not over. It's a very active investigation.
Mayor Ginther says in order for officials to now be able to hold these suspects accountable, he's counting on the public to help.
Really encouraging folks to step forward, share information, so we can make sure that our officers and our community and our neighborhoods are safe.
And we're told Jama will have his initial court appearance in Illinois sometime next week.
And Carly, how is that suspect, or that officer rather, doing right now who is injured?
So we know the mayor and a number of officers have been at the hospital visiting with the injured officer since he was first brought there this week. The law enforcement officials involved with today's press conference told us they were heading there right after the announcement today. And we're told he has a long road to recovery, but his wife and family have been by his side and he is expected to recover.
All right, Carly Dion in the studio for us tonight. Thank you so much, Carly, for following the story closely. Of course, we'll keep you updated on this on air and online at 10tv.com as well. Columbus police sharing a statement on social media today about the arrest. They say in part, quote, "We made a promise to find these individuals and hold them accountable for their actions. And it wasn't possible without the help from multiple agencies and the community." Now, right here, this is a mugshot of 23-year-old Faisal Darad. 10 TV was the first on the scene when officials arrested him outside of his home around 2 Friday morning. Right now, we're still waiting for a mugshot on Aiden Jama, who was just arrested in Chicago. Now, let's take a look at a timeline to break down what has transpired in the last 3 days. Around 2:15 Thursday afternoon, this all started with a Porsche being stolen at gunpoint from that buyer's dealership in Whitehall. Then around 4 p.m., the Fifth Third Bank on Hilliard Rome Road was robbed. That was followed by a police chase onto I-70 where a shootout started on the highway. Now, a Columbus police officer was shot and police say one suspect was killed. Then around 2 Friday morning, Darad was taken into custody. And now this afternoon, police arrest Jama at the Chicago airport. Now, make sure you download our free 10 TV app so you don't miss any of these updates on this case and tonight's officer-involved shooting. We will get you those breaking news alerts sent straight to your phone, and you will be the first to know when news breaks.